you concentrating now? Let's get down to business and make our app interactive. So we've got one button hooked up, but it doesn't do anything. That's where event handling comes in. Event handling means we're going to do something when an event happens, in this case, a button click. We do this by adding a listener, which is something that tells this button to hang out and listen for something. Once the thing happens, we can trigger something else. In this case, we'll change the text of the button. If the listener is triggered, it runs the callback method. Think of your stoner friend who hangs around and listens for you to smoke weed. That triggers him to ask you for some. His mooching ability is the weed listener, and when he asks you to smoke him up, that's the callback method. Let's make our clean button change our dirty button text. As long as we can select another view in Android, we can change its properties. Doesn't matter what type of view it is. We'll add a line below where we set our clean button variable, except now we grab dirty button with its ID and the R class. Now below this, we'll say, yo clean button, listen up. If you get clicked, you gotta do something. We do that using the clean button we created, so type clean button dot set on click listener. That's how we tell clean button to start listening, but we need a little more code to give it a callback method. We start typing new view on click listener, but Android Studio is like the NSA. It knows exactly what you're up to and gives you an autocomplete option. If you hit tab, Android Studio gets freaky and writes a whole block of code for you. What the hell is this? Well, view on click listener is an interface, and this code defines an anonymous inner class and creates an instance of it. If your eyes just glazed over and you started drooling, we don't blame you. We could spend an entire course dissecting this code. For now, just know all this code lets you stick a callback in this onClick method. That's the shit that gets run when the button is clicked. You probably don't even remember what we were talking about, since I just mindfucked you so hard, but we want to change the text of dirty button when clean button gets clicked. We access that dirty button variable. Let's type that and then set text. And we pass the string variable pickup line to it. This will change the text of the dirty button to the new string. But whoa, what the heck was that? A final keyword just got added into our dirty button and pickup line. That's because we're using these variables from within this anonymous inner class. Final just means don't change these freaking variables, because if we do, it would fuck up their use in the inner class. Let's emulate this shit, and we click the clean button and see our bottom button change. Amazing, but not exactly what we want. We need to find a way to open our second activity screen and pass data to it, in this case, our pickup line, and then use a retry button to bring us back. The way we do that is with intents, which is how activities talk to each other, and after you pass the quiz, I'll have an intent to remove a piece of clothing.